Yo, what's going on? So, in today's video, just wanted to talk about why bench isn't growing your chest. I'm talking about bench press, why it's not growing your chest. I'm talking about flat bench specifically. In the background, we got some power snatches, and then I hit the 5x5 at 168 kilos, so about 370 pounds. But I failed the last set, I only got 2 reps. The issue with bench not hitting your chest is the same. You see this like root issue with all of the major compound movements, I'd say, like bench, squat, and deadlift. Overhead press, it's a little less, and same with chin-ups, it's a little less, but you'll hear people talk about, I squat 405, and squats haven't made my legs bigger. And then you see a video of them squatting, and they're basically doing a sumo deadlift. They're doing like a West Side equip style squat, and it's like, yep, that's why your quads aren't growing, is because you're basically doing a good morning the whole time. Your knees aren't bending, so why would your quads want to grow? Same thing with people that are doing sumo deadlifts, and they're like, dude, like I don't get it, like my back isn't growing, my spinal erectors aren't growing. Versus if you do like a stiff leg deadlift, that would definitely hit your back and erectors more. Same thing with bench. So if you're doing a close grip bench, the worst bench you could do for pecs is probably like a high arch bench with a close grip. But assuming that you're a normal person, because honestly, dude, I'm going to keep it a bean with y'all. I'm going to keep it a bean burrito. I'm going to keep it a buck. I hate big arches on bench. I just think they're stupid. And hey, y'all can come after me. Y'all can come after me for that, but I don't care. I think the less arch, pretty much the better. But all right, let's say you're doing a close grip bench. Not even gonna mention arching. Just you doing a close grip bench. It's not gonna hit your chest as much as crazy idea. I know if you're doing a wide grip bench with the elbows flared, and the like furthest end of that spectrum is going to be more of a guillotine press, bringing the bar down to your neck. I don't think you need to do that. I think it's because that's going to really limit the weight, and that's okay sometimes, but it's good to move some big weight at the same time, having a little more of that in between. So I think a wider grip, pinkies on the rings or thumb on the rings, a grip like this, low arch, big elbow flare, wide grip, basically chest isolation, to be honest. Depending on the person, you won't be able to move as much weight. That's okay. So this is the kind of form I'm going to recommend if you're really just trying to move the weight like for your chest. Like if you're really just trying to only hit your chest, that's the kind of form I'd use. But if you have more general goals, I think a grip like this, which is thumbs away from the smooth, I think that is going to be better. Yeah, if you're just trying to grow your shoulders and your triceps and your chest. The closer grip is going to carry over to the overhead work and the incline bench more and dips and stuff like that. Whereas the ultra wide isn't going to carry over to the overhead stuff as well, which is fine. It just kind of depends on what you want to do. Like if you really want to push your overhead press, if you're using the bench as a way to increase your overhead press, get some overload, then I wouldn't do super wide bench. I would do super wide bench, though, in that scenario as like a form of injury prevention. So it just kind of depends on like why you're benching, which I guess is obvious. Everything kind of depends on the why. But if I had to pick one grip to do, it would be that medium in-between grip, thumbs away from the smooth. I wouldn't use a huge bounce, and I'd accept that your weights are going to be a little lower than they would be if you were bouncing a ton, which is fine. Lifting is about progressing. People are too worried about the weight on the bar and not worried about like what the weight means. They just want to bench 315, but they don't want to like actually like lift 315, if that makes sense.